A debate is gaining momentum in the United States about reevaluating the firearm export restrictions imposed by President Joe Biden's administration. According to Howard Lutnick, the candidate for Secretary of Commerce, the government will reconsider these restrictions, which, according to experts, result in significant economic losses every year. The estimated potential losses amount to $40 million annually, which the U.S. could be losing due to restrictions limiting arms exports to several countries with heightened risks. According to the U.S. Department of Commerce's projections, these losses could reach $238 million in 2023, and many believe these restrictions have become a heavy burden for American exporters. The Biden administration, however, believed that these measures were necessary to prevent weapons from falling into the hands of criminal groups, drug cartels, and other illegal organizations, which pose a threat to security. The idea of reevaluating these restrictions is gaining popularity after the release of assessments indicating that the restrictions could lead to a 7% reduction in annual exports. Senator Eric Schmidt emphasizes that such a policy costs the U.S. hundreds of millions of dollars each year and calls for a balance between economic interests and security concerns. In this context, it is crucial to understand whether the U.S. should take a step back and change its policy. The question is whether the U.S. can balance its economic interests with national security concerns. The complexity lies in the fact that allowing the export of weapons to certain countries without proper oversight could lead to serious global security consequences. At the same time, unjustified economic losses could impact the interests of both entrepreneurs and the state. All of this will be discussed in the Senate, where a vote on Howard Lutnick's nomination for Secretary of Commerce will soon take place. What the U.S. government ultimately decides will depend on balancing economic interests with global security strategy.